I think we're live. Desktop audio. We should probably test it. There we go. Oh shit, I'm running through the UK. Yeah, that's gonna fuck up my bit. That should be better. Okay. I just don't have time. Just do not have time. Unfortunately, I went back to work, so that's an issue. Let's see if we have sound. Okay, we do. Looks like we do. Anyway, hopefully we do. I guess we can test that. We're on Twitch, right? That's good. Oh shit, I'm running through the Oh, fuck. Robot? No, that wouldn't do it. What do you mean, reconnecting? Just fucking refresh the damn page. We are live. Okay, let's test the audio.
To parody, okay?
Okay. We are live. Okay, let's test the... Okay, that's actually not that loud, so we're gonna boost that up. There we go. Okay, finally. Sorry for the delay. I got off work like an hour and a half ago. I had to stay extra long, do some shit, and yeah. Fucking horse shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. Fuck's going on with this thing? I guess that'll work. Oh, hey, the chat window does work. I guess you can see that. Can you? Nice. I actually should increase the size of it, and I'll do that now. Transform. $720. Nope. $840. ¿Cómo estás? Okay, it's still not big enough. Let's get it another 20 pixels. That's gonna have to do. I'll fix that later. Looks pretty decent. Fuck. Well, as you can see, I'm unprepared. Again, it's episode 002. Today is Tuesday, September the 12th, 2017. I will run you down some of the shit that I found in between the last time, which the previous air was Saturday, right? Or Friday. Sorry, Friday the 8th was the last airing. So, welcome. And thanks for joining McGoo. For the news that I came across. Where are we going to start off? Oh, yeah. Well, I guess what's on the screen. So we got an AI bot that... What the fuck? That can figure out if you're gay, apparently. Yes. I have an audio clip. I couldn't find the video to match it prior to airtime, so what's that? Chuck Schumer. The algos? Is that what it is?
A study published in a peer-reviewed journal suggests that machines could have better gaydar than humans. It's all arisen out of data analysis of dating sites, and one of the authors of the study, Michal Kosinski, joined me earlier. He's an assistant professor of organizational behavior at Stanford University. I asked what he wanted to achieve with this study.
Well, we're trying to sound an early warning related to the fact that it is now possible to use AI technologies to infer our intimate traits from different types of digital footprints.
What the fuck
in the past, we have
is going on
studied
in your
likes
brain?
and status updates and other types of digital footprints. This time, we turned to facial images that people are leaving behind while using internet and digital products and services.
Quickly
right,
make the
you
jump
got all your
pre-crime.
images from dating sites, I think.
We got images from a publicly available dating website and also from some participants who volunteered their images to our research.
Okay, but as I understand it, if you have a randomly selected group of men and you have 5 images of each man, you will predict around 47 times out of 100 if someone is gay. You'd be right 47 times out of 100. But that's not very good, is it? Sort of 50-50.
Talks about the 92%.
That's very good. I think that a fair comparison is when you look at just comparing between a face of a straight man and a gay man, and in such case, the accuracy would be 92%.
Just another issue is,
straight man, gay man.
You've talked about the physical features, jaw shape and that kind of thing. To what extent did your algorithm rely on more socially determined things such as hairstyle?
Using all of the features all together obviously provides for the most accurate prediction, but just using morphological features, so just the shape of your facial features, such data is already pretty revealing, allowing for predictions of an accuracy of above 80%.
There you have it. So my take on this story, and the reason why I'm presenting it today, is the first of all, the reassurance that people are born gay, they don't learn this behavior or whatever else, which, I don't believe that's the case, but whatever. And number 2 is with you integrate this same type of technology into bus cameras, let's say, right? And you got a situation where they can make assumptions about what's in your head, whether you're gay, in this instance, or whether you want to blow up the train you're sitting on. What is up with this? Look up America. The chat window isn't working right for some reason. Oh, it's because I didn't go full screen. Oh, okay. Yeah, that works fine. All right. Anyway, that's why I wanted to show this story. So that one's done. What do we got next? Oh, yeah, the broad that was run over. Her name is Heather Heyer. Yeah. The white supremacist in Charlottesville supposedly, allegedly, murdered her with his car. And new evidence is come to light where that might not actually be the case. So let's review that now. What do we got? So, on the left, we got a picture that the media showed to everybody, right? She looks pretty different than the woman on the right. The woman on the right is the one that died. Obviously, she's certainly more heavier. I mean, it's probably the same woman, sure, but this is a very old picture, right? So she changed a lot. And why that's important is because the media is obviously trying to shy away from the fact that she actually died from a heart attack, not from being hit by a car, or the car in the instance here. So let's review this.
Here's the photo of Heather used by the media, obviously taken years ago on the left, and here she is on the right on the day of the incident, dressed in all black. She's obviously unhealthy, and make note of her outfit and hair.
Yes, black, because you're going to need that at the next. Okay, so then we have the mother talking about what actually happened.
I'm just grieving my child. She died pretty instantly. She didn't suffer. She died of a heart attack. Away at the scene. They revived her briefly and then
died of a heart attack.
Not consciously, just got her heart beating again, and then her heart just stopped. So I don't feel like she suffered. That's been a blessing.
From what I had heard, I'd been following the Charlie.
There she is. Not hit by the car. Falling to the side. Having a fucking jammer. Oh. Okay. Looks to me like she had a jammer.
Well, Lauren, how can you be sure that that's Heather? That is a very fair question. And I'd like to say that you can never be 100% sure, even with video evidence, like I originally thought I was sure it was a terrorist attack. You can never be sure, but I'll ask you to return to the footage like I mentioned before I showed it. Note the outfit and also the position of the body. You can obviously see the shirt gets pulled up and the size of this individual. Note to the right of this individual, who I believe to be Heather, higher, the stop sign on the right. Notice her position on the street in relation to the stop sign. The spot where the woman lands in this video is the exact spot that we see Heather in later footage. I have multiple angles that I will show you. The exact spot where we see Heather receive CPR from 2 to 3 people.
She obviously is a lot bigger than that original picture I was talking about. Ooh. I think that's, oh, I got another 40 seconds. What's this? Joined. Oh, we got a bunch of joiners from Periscope, it looks like. Hi from London. Shit, maybe I should log into Periscope and say hello. How do I get in there? Whoop, whoop. How do I get in there?
If I'm correct about this, and perhaps the evidence that I've brought up for you is not enough to convince you that that's Heather and she wasn't hit, that's fine. Because we can't be positive whether she was hit or not.
Hello from London.
It's fine if it's not enough for you. But if this is true, It once again shows an example of how the mainstream media
Canada.
influences stories to fit their own narrative.
Hello from London.
She still died either way. What's the difference? It is important. I'll get that.
Okay.
But for Chris,
Anyway,
the media
Canada.
influences stories
Oh
to
shit!
fit-
Can't have that on. Periscope's fucking me up here. Okay. That covers that story anyway. That chick did not die from being hit by a car. It certainly looks like she had a jammer. Okay. And we covered that. No, it says parody. Parody. Oh, the Russians. Okay, so I didn't even know about this until today, but there was a situation at an embassy. And we'll kill this. Cigar. Okay, and blow this up. Let's refresh this. These U.S. agents, okay, went and raided a U.S. or a Russian consulate or whatever it was. What the fuck was it? Tearing up the Russian consulate in San Francisco. Okay, rifling through this shit. This is definitely not cool. They're not supposed to do this. It's certainly an aggressive action. There's no sound on this video, but yeah, that happened. So, this other video is what they had to say on the topic. Let's bring that into focus here. All right, you good with that? Yeah, they shouldn't have done that. And here we go.
Were not paranoid. They were not. They were inspections and diplomatic security. I don't know if that came through.
Thank you. Okay, let's just make that clear for everybody. Robert, our press operations director, foreign service officer, who's been here many years. Thank you for clarifying that. So the FBI was not involved, contrary to sir to what you had said, not involved in those searches. Okay, that was that was diplomatic security agents.
Excuse me.
They are a part of the State Department.
Shut the fuck up.
Agents. Okay.
For entering Russian property without Russia's consent. How can you explain this?
Ma'am, this is something that the Russian government said that it wanted to get to parity. Russian government said it wanted to get to parity. And now our missions, our number of our buildings are closer to parity. Okay? And I'm just going to leave it at that. Okay? Let's move on.
Okay.
Hold on. Go ahead. Hi.
There you go. Yeah, shut the fuck up. Unrelated question. Moving on.
We're
Boom.
working on processing those through. Okay? Yeah.
You just said about parity. Like, what is the U.S. searching a Russian property have to do with parity?
Okay, first of all, and I guess you guys find this funny, but
Yeah, I do.
Some chuckles in the back here. I just want to point that out. That the whole reason that this occurred was because the government of Russia said that they wanted parity. They asked a lot of our members to leave from our properties in Russia.
Right.
And so here we're trying to get back to parity.
Right.
Okay. And all of this was conducted in accordance to the Foreign Missions Act. It was all conducted in accordance with the Vienna Conventions. Okay?
Well, but I'm just curious, like, do you still consider that sovereign Russian property, or were those properties searched because there was a concern that they were being used for intelligence purposes, which would be like a different issue than parity? Because, the Russians kind of closed some...
Elise, I'm not going to get into that right now.
Why?
I'm just not going to get into that. Let's move.
Shut up.
Shut up.
That's why.
No,
I want to know whether it's because a concern about the property itself, because I'm not sure that
some of these matters I'm not going to get into and debate with you.
Shut up,
when
slave.
I can give you additional information, I certainly will. Would be happy to.
Could you take a question, though, maybe perhaps, or consider taking a question? Are you aware of, in Russia or any other country, where U.S. missions that have been vacated have been searched by the host government, whether it's their version of the FBI or their version of diplomatic security.
You know what? I don't know if you all are working for RT today or what, but
No.
Oh, come on. See, I can be funny too, Matt. Come on.
That's not funny.
You're joking around.
But
No,
I mean,
look,
there's a broader
I
issue
will ask
here.
that question. I don't know. I've been here 4 months. I don't know the
Right,
normal
that's why I'm-
process. Thank you for asking. I don't know the normal process for going through those facilities, but I will look into that, okay?
Specifically about the Russian property, about the U.S. properties in Russia that you had to close because of the parity issue. Were they searched by Russia?
At least I don't know the answer to that question. I will look into it and see what I can get for you, okay? Does anybody have anything?
Shut the fuck up, okay? Boom. All right, that covers that. I didn't get much else today. Oh yeah, there's that fucking Hillary video. Where the hell did that go? Okay, so there's all this talk about that DACA situation, you know, letting all these kids stay or whatever. And just like to point out that Hillary already covered this. This was a while ago. You'll have to forgive the shitty video.
Should they be able to stay here? It's safer.
It may be safer, but that's not the answer. I do not.
Should they be sent back?
Well, first of all, we have to provide the best emergency care we can provide. We have children 5 and 6 years old who have come up from Central America. We need to do more to provide border security in southern Mexico.
They should be sent back now.
Well, they should be sent back as soon as it can be determined who responsible adults and their families are, because there are concerns about whether all of them can be sent back, but I think
so it doesn't really matter who the fuck you voted for, they're getting sent back.
Just as Vice President Biden is arguing today in Central America, we've got to do more. I started this when I was secretary, to deal with the violence in this region, to deal with border security. But we have to send a clear message. Just because your child gets across the border, that doesn't mean the child gets to stay. So we don't want to send a message that is contrary to our laws or will encourage more children to make that dangerous journey.
Really? Well, that's interesting. And this Schumer motherfucker here. Okay, here we go. This guy. This is a bit of a snaky fuck, too, this guy. Okay. So here he is. I didn't get video.
Congress has an ability and an obligation to act, which is why we today are calling on Speaker Ryan and Leader McConnell to immediately put the DREAM Act on the floor for a vote in the House and Senate.
Yeah. You're a fucking hero. Okay, so I got some audio of this guy contradicting himself.
People who enter the United States without our permission are illegal aliens, and illegal aliens should not be treated the same as people who entered the U.S. legally.
The President's decision to end DACA was heartless and it was brainless.
When we use phrases like undocumented workers, we convey a message to the American people that their government is not serious about combating illegal immigration.
Hundreds of thousands of families will be ripped apart.
If you don't think it's illegal, you're not going to say it. I think it is illegal and wrong.
Tens of thousands of American businesses will lose hardworking employees.
A biometric-based employer verification system with tough enforcement and auditing is necessary to significantly diminish the job magnet that attracts illegal aliens to the United States.
They may have known no other country but ours.
That's all I got for today. I'll try and find something pretty quick here, but I didn't have a lot of time. Since Saturday. Cool. No, can't find it. Anyway, that's all I got. That's a half hour. I guess that's not bad. I will try and get some more. Oh, yeah, there was that little funny thing about Hillary's book that came out from the press Let's run that.
Will the president be reading Hillary Clinton's book, and what does he think about the excerpts that have gotten out so far?
Whether or not he's going to read Hillary Clinton's book, I am not sure, but I would think that he's pretty well versed on what happened, and I think it's pretty clear to all of America. I think it's sad that after Hillary Clinton ran one of the most negative campaigns in history and lost, and the last chapter of her public life is going to be now defined by propping up book sales with false and reckless attacks, and I think that that's a sad way for her to continue this work.
That sad piece of shit. Yeah, you lost. Deal with it. On that note, I'm signing out for this Tuesday, September the 12th. We'll see you back Friday, 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. This is McGoo's News, episode 002, signing off. Adios.